Hey there, fellow cat people. If you're like me, there is absolutely nothing worse than seeing your furry buddy uncomfortable and just not themselves. So today, we're going to tackle one of the most common and honestly most misunderstood problems our cats face: flea allergies. You know the scene, right? That constant, almost frantic scratching, the licking, the chewing. You've looked them over a dozen times, but you can't find anything, and the itching just doesn't let up. It's super frustrating for you, and you know it's just gotta be miserable for them. So what is going on? Well, here's the twist. The real problem might not be some huge infestation that you can easily see. It could be a single, tiny intruder, causing a massive, full-blown meltdown in your cat's system. All right, let's peel back the layers on this. We're gonna get to know the real villain behind all that itching. It's a condition called flea allergy dermatitis. Okay, the key word here, the one thing I really want you to remember, is saliva. See, most of us think the problem is just the flea bite itself, but it's not. For a cat with FAD, the real trigger is an allergic reaction to proteins found in the flea's saliva. Yep, it's the flea's spit that's causing all this chaos. And this is what makes it so incredibly frustrating for pet owners. You don't need a house full of fleas to have a massive problem on your hands. For an allergic cat, all it takes is one single flea to hop on, take one bite, and boom, it sets off this intense chain reaction of itching and skin problems that can go on for weeks. Just one bite, that's it. So what's actually happening inside your cat's body when this goes down? Let's take a quick look at the biology behind that terrible itch. So think of it like a faulty alarm system. The flea bites and its saliva gets into the cat. That saliva is the trigger, the allergen. Now, instead of a normal immune response, your cat's system goes into complete overdrive. It launches this huge attack, releasing all these chemicals that cause massive inflammation and that horrible, non-stop itch. It's an internal panic button getting pushed when it shouldn't be. Okay, so we've got this internal battle raging. How does that actually show up on the outside? Knowing what signs to look for is your absolute first step to getting your poor kitty some relief. You might see them licking bald spots into their fur, especially around their lower back and the base of their tail. Sometimes, if you run your hand over their skin, you might feel these tiny, crusty scabs. Vets have a name for that: miliary dermatitis. But it's not just physical. Their whole demeanor can change. A cat that's always uncomfortable can become really restless, agitated, just not your cat. All right, we know the enemy, we know the signs, so how do we fight back? The absolute key here is a powerful defense, and that means fighting a battle on two different fronts at the same time. Look, this is a two-part strategy, and you absolutely have to do both for it to work. You can't just treat the fleas you see on your cat. That's like the smallest piece of the puzzle. You've got to treat your pet for that immediate protection, and you have to go on the attack against the huge flea population that's hiding out and breeding in your home. So, you're ready to declare war on these things? Fantastic. Let's get right into the tactics. Your personal action plan. Okay, front number one, your cat. There are some really great, super effective options out there now, from those little spot-on treatments to new and improved flea collars, even oral tablets. But here's the most important step. Talk to your vet. They're going to know exactly what's safest and most effective for your specific cat based on their health and lifestyle. So, you've put the treatment on your cat. You feel great, they're protected, job done, right? Nope, not even close. If you stop there, the problem is just going to come right back. Why? Because you've only dealt with the very, very tip of the iceberg. Now get ready for this number: 95%. That's right, for every adult flea you might see on your pet, there are up to 95 more in different life stages. We're talking eggs, larvae, pupae, just hiding out in your carpets, in your sofa, in your cat's favorite bed. This number right here is why just treating your pet will never, ever be enough. Which brings us to front number two, your home. You have to be relentless. Vacuum everything: carpets, furniture, you name it. And here's a pro tip: throw out the vacuum bag or empty the canister outside immediately. Wash all their bedding, blankets, everything in hot water. That'll kill the eggs. And hey, if you have a really bad infestation, there is no shame in calling a professional. It's all about breaking that life cycle for good. So if you take away just one thing from all of this, let it be this: it's not about a one-and-done treatment when you see a problem. It's about consistent, year-round prevention. Being proactive is always, always going to be better than trying to fight a battle when your cat is already miserable and itchy. Because at the end of the day, that's the goal, isn't it? By understanding what's really going on and following this two-front strategy, you can give your cat the relief they deserve. You can bring back that happy, peaceful, comfortable cat you love. So I'll just leave you with this to think about. Whether it's setting a reminder to call the vet tomorrow morning or grabbing the vacuum as soon as this is over, what is that one thing you can do right now to start winning this war and protecting your best friend?